خلينا ننتظر شوي ليفوت أكتر عالم، ماشي؟ We will wait. Good morning, everyone. We will wait for 5 minutes more until more attendees will join us. Good morning. We will wait 2 minutes more. Okay?
Uh-huh. Okay,
Okay.
2 more minutes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. In the meanwhile, can you see my slides? No,
Uh,
right?
yes, I can see it now.
All right. Let's keep it there for everybody.
Okay, let's start, Abdullah. What do you think? We do have now 10 attendees, I believe.
More than enough.
Okay,
We can
okay.
start. Yes.
Yeah. Let me start by introducing the webinar and you as our expert speaker for today. Good morning, everyone. This is Mona. I'm the head of marketing. I'm the marketing director at Trust Angle Global. Today, I would like to express my gratitude for joining us in this exciting live online webinar. Today, we do have a unique opportunity to embark on a transformative journey together. Our expert for today, Abdullah Bensumaidea, will unveil the secrets behind Trust Angle solutions for the digital transformation. Fasten your seatbelts, get ready for inspiration. Abdullah, the spotlight is yours to start. All
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you, Muna. Very generous introduction of me. Thank you. I really like it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bismillah. So, as Muna said, today we're going to talk about the digital transformation. My name is Abdullah Hassan. I'm PMO and Delivery VP at Trust Angle. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about today, right? Um, since I want to focus, before I go into NetSuite and what's NetSuite, I want to focus a little bit about digital transformation. Digital transformation like became a thing the last 4 to 5 years, right? Like تحول الرقمي, and what's that exactly? And why do we need it as in organizations? And how do we get there, right? Then we'll talk about NetSuite positioning. Where is it exactly in comparison to other ERPs, right? And why is NetSuite the right fit for you in digital transformation and its role in digital transformations? So today we're not just focusing on the ERP aspects or Oracle NetSuite. We are focusing on the right fit in terms of ERPs, SMPs, small to medium enterprises that want to achieve digital transformations in their organization. Okay. Then we will end up with a Q&A session, open air. Ask whatever you want to ask. Just bring it on. All right, about digital transformations. So I'm gonna go through. This is our agenda. So the introduction of the digital transformation, as I just mentioned, we will talk about three main things for me as an intro for digital transformation. We will talk about the definition. What is that? What's digital transformation? Okay, everyone heard about this word, right? But what is it exactly? Then the importance of the digital transformation, for me, it's the why. Why is it important? Why I need to go for digital transformations? Then the journey to get yourself there. I mean, for you and your organization, how are you going to get there, right? What are there like one recipe to do this? Is there like a direct route to there? How are we going to get there? All right. Okay, so we'll start with, sorry, I'll just go to the next slide. We'll start with the definition of the digital transformation. The digital transformation is basically using digital technologies, whatever is, it's using the technology to create new or modify existing business processes, culture. It's really important, and we'll come to that in the journey. And then the customer experience. Previously, digital transformations, before it came a thing, people used to do it, by the way, but they focused on one aspect of it, which is the customer experience, which hence mobile apps came a thing, e-commerce came a thing. That's part of the digital transformations. But when things started moving forward, people identified a gap. Okay, so I'm doing great outside, but what about inside, right? This is where ERPs come in. Okay, you could do the best customer journey, although when it comes to the inside of the supply chain, maybe the manufacturing or even the financials aspects, it's going to be a huge burden for people to keep the quick pace of changes without having the right tools within the organization being used across the whole organization, starting from procurement all the way to customer service or even marketing. Okay, so we have three aspects. Always think of it when you use technology to enhance or create a new business process or enhance it or a customer experience or even a culture. Okay, so important note, people mix it usually with digital transformation. If you see it in the left at the bottom in the corner, digitization, this is what I would say, how I say. And let's start by define what's not digital transformation. Digitization is not digitalization. When you digitize your data, that's not digital transformation. Digital transformation is more of processes, automation, linking two departments without the interference of a human in the middle, not doing too much of a manual work. All right, so that's really important. Digitization is not digitalization. Digitization is not digital transformation. All right. So going to the next slide, and why is it important? Which is, this is the why. Okay. It truly lies in the enhancing or to making business more efficient, more responsive, and more competitive. Honestly, it's not a luxury anymore, especially for for some industries. If I'm from the top of my head, manufacturing, they have to do this. The manufacturing industries who work in the manufacturing, perhaps F&Bs now. Why is it a must? The cost of resources, human labor, is going up, and it's not going down anytime soon. So you need to leverage a smart solutions through digital solutions, technology. You have to use technology. Now, that's one part. The second part, the organizations who successfully implemented digital transformations, and they had a comparison for those organizations who was working on the same industry, also who achieved the digital transformation, they were 20%, 26% more profitable. That's a good number. So if you want to talk it in finance, 26 profit added to your bottom line because you invested in a digital transformation in technologies. That's a really good number. This could be your fine line between break even and making a profitable business. Now the second metric was, it's pretty for me, it's a very interesting one. It's 86% of end clients are willing to pay more for a great customer experience. By the way, I'm one of them. What's the point of purchasing something but not being able to get it on time, not being able to get it with high quality, not being able to get the communication and the nice things of it, right? So 86% of end clients are really willing to pay more. The last one, which is 50% of the workforce, they got the chance to be able to work remotely. If you did not have your, let's say, suite or digital tools on the cloud or wherever, and your data on the cloud, and you have everything there on your solutions, people will not be able to work remotely, especially in this age. Now, it's really rare in these days to have a company that have all of its employees on the ground on the same building. That's not becoming a thing, and it's gets less and less attractive to not being able to work from home, right? People now need accessibility from ever you are. I need to be able to get to my data, right? So that cannot be achieved if you did not think about your digital transformation, if you did not think about getting to the cloud and did not get about accessibility. So these metrics, the main takeaway, it's for me at least, it's not a luxury anymore. It's becoming a little bit more of a necessity at these days. And please take this into your consideration. All right. So the journey. All right. So we know what is digital transformation, right? So, and we know why it's important. Thank you, Abdullah. طيب, how do we get there? Um, how are we going to be able to get there? So think of this as more of a a framework for you to think about. Now, each journey, each path is different, even if you're at the same or in the same industry. Do not copy and paste from other companies. It's not going to be the same for you. Why? Because different people, different organization culture, this is important to me, different solutions. A digital transformation on the food and beverage industry, it's literally not the same of a digital transformation in the manufacturing. It's not the same as a digital transformation in e-commerce. Example, now in the manufacturing, their digital transformation is going more into IoT, right? Internet of Things. It's going more into automation and robotics, right? All of them are using AI, yes, but it's different landscape than e-commerce. E-commerce digital transformations is more into the software side. It's more into the customer experience side. It's more into installing a camera at the installing an integration between things. It's more of integratability. Okay. Then, so a tailored strategy is a must. You have to sit down, think about your strategy. What are your organizational goals? Maybe this is the time. I mean, this is where you, before you even start, this is your first stepping stone, which is a tailored strategy. Sit with your partner, sit with your top management to think about this one. Okay. The second one, I think I already mentioned this at the beginning of the journey. Yet, it's really important. Industry specific requirements. You have to go into industry specific requirements. Yes, best practices help a lot, and you can go and search the internet, even ask ChatGPT, use it. Why not? To understand your industry more, to define your requirements, to be able to go to the next level. Do not settle for what you have today. Digital transformations will have to take you there, and that's something you really need to keep in your mind. Now, the third part, which is for me, it's could be the main driver, at least based on my experience, the culture, organizational culture, and mindset. Whoever at the organization needs to think digital, and how do I automate this? How do I digitalize this process? Not digitalize this process. How do we streamline the processes through technologies that are being implemented within the company, right? And this, I'm afraid, this cannot happen without top management involvement. Honestly speaking, I mean, the digital transformation itself is not an easy path, but it's not too difficult. It's achievable. Many organizations achieve that. But without having the top management involved there, it cannot be happen easily, or it might just fail, right? Also, failure is not the end of anything, right? It's could be the beginning for a better and more robust process and more robust journey. Although why the top management is needed? Because when you go into your digital transformation journey, you will find yourself going, maybe changing some of the current processes to cater for the better, let's say, practice, or the best practice, or whatever is that could be. Without the top management, they're taking a decision step by step. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. You will create bottlenecks, then those decisions will start piling up, bending. People will get frustrated. Then you will find yourself in a very difficult position to get out of it. And that cannot be solved without having someone from the top management. For me, it should be all the top management if you want to go with the journey. So this is really important for me now. It's a continuous journey. The digital transformation is a continuous learning and adaptation. Why is it continuous? Continuous. It doesn't end at some point. There is no clear milestone of, oh, I achieved my digital transformation. That's it. I'm doing great. Yes, you did achieve it for the time being, but down the line, 2, 3 years, it's gonna change. You have to keep enhancing. You have to keep adopting. You have to keep going with a continuous learning path. Okay. They say it's a journey, it's not a destination. That's true. It's never a destination. There is no clear end point, or let's say end results of your digital transformation. Yes, you as you go, you have to go with agility, getting the fruits of achieving like small things. Then you will find yourself at the end having something more. Although you should keep in your mind, it's a continuous process. Keep an open mind and heart for the digital transformations to really get the most out of it. All right. Now, that's really important, at least for currently in these days. You and your business, you're focusing on your business. You technology is something not easy to understand. It's a bit tricky, yes, but you need to focus on your business first, right? Now, the technology and the digital transformation at the beginning could be difficult. You don't understand it. Find the right partner. Find someone who could collaborate and partner up with you to achieve your goals. Uh, at this current stage or current age, it's really difficult to do everything in house. Why do you want to start from zero? Start where other people ended. Start with someone who knows how to get you there faster. It's a long journey. It's a difficult journey. You need to put your hand in someone else's hand and go together towards this journey. But please do not take your digital transformation journey alone, because this is something could be really difficult to achieve. Then you might just give up at some point. Although it's not impossible, but it's really important. Take all the help you could get through partnerships and collaborating with other, let's say, solution providers, or who really know what is digital transformations, who really know your industry, who really know how to get you there in a better position than where you are today. Okay, so that's the journey. I'll go to now. I'm going to NetSuite. We're done with the definition or the intro of the digital transformation. Now, where does NetSuite fall in the digital transformations? Before I go into digital transformation, we need to know where is NetSuite in terms of positioning in the market. Okay, why did I or did we as Trust Angle chose NetSuite? Why it wasn't SAP? Why it wasn't Sage, for example, or Microsoft or Oracle? All of them are good. All of them are amazing. Maybe all of them have the same features. But when you go and dig deeper and look for the best fit for you, there is again, there is no one size fits everybody. That's impossible. Maybe what works for you and for someone else is SAP, but not necessarily it's the right fit for you, right? But we chose like the most common one that could cover multiple industries, either vertically or horizontally, that will help you get there. So based on this analysis, I didn't get these numbers from me. It's from G2 Grid Scoring. NetSuite is on the leader's side of overall, starting from small, medium, to even enterprise level. You will see SAP. Now, if you drill down to just small, now NetSuite here is in the top on the right corner. I don't know if you can see it. The image is a little bit too blurry, but this is how this is what I could get from there. NetSuite there on the top in terms of satisfaction and in terms of market presence, although also in the performance side of it. Now let's talk about NetSuite role in your digital transformation. What's really important about digital, or what's really fascinating about digital transformation, maybe today we don't understand it, but enables real-time visibility. You need to be able to see your data whenever you need to. Why? Because you need to take a decision, right? For example, the CEO sat in his office and he heard news about something will happen in the world, right? then he needs to secure his inventory because logistics will go up, the pricing will go up, the inflation will be too difficult to manage. Let me get myself secure. How do I know my inventory now if I didn't have the right tool within the system with real data that is being inputted by small microtransactions happening at the sub-modules? That's impossible. So that's one of the sorry, this is for the biggest benefits of doing that, having a digital transformation, having the right ERP there in place. Ease of use is really important. So this will enable you to have real-time visibility since it's in the cloud. Another lovely thing about NetSuite, streamlines business processes. Why? You will have all your core functions. Now, what is a core function of any company in this world? Sales, purchasing, and in the middle, the backbone is finance, right? All of these core functions has to be within one system, must be there. You cannot have your sales in one system and having your finance in another system and your inventory management and procurement and supply chain, even manufacturing in one system. That will you will find it really difficult to have real-time visibility on the data, and especially if there were no integrations in between. So having manual work migrating to finance system from sales system or whatever, or even your HR system, if the integrations were not there. So you have to streamline your business processes, and NetSuite is really good at doing this. It's really good, and the workflows there are pretty powerful. One thing that is specific and unique about NetSuite, it really facilitates global business management through something called One Vault. In NetSuite, that's really special in it. And you can have multiple subsidiaries running under the same tenant, although each subsidiary has its own dependence in terms of data. For example, I am a chairman with 6-7 companies across the world, all right? Maybe 20 companies across the world. Having this subsidiary management within the NetSuite and the consolidation taking place on the top level, this is a huge plus. It's not an easy thing to happen. Let me give you an example. If you have headquarter at Riyadh and you have another headquarter at Dubai and you do have another branch at let's say US, United States. Now, the configuration that will be in Riyadh is totally different from the configuration that's going to be in Dubai. And it's really so much different than it's going to be in the United States, right? So NetSuite covered this by having templates for each country, by having the visibility and the ease to go and configure per subsidiary and consolidate automatically between the 3 subsidiaries on the top for the let's say the owners or for the decision makers or whoever it could be, even CFOs, group CFOs, to be able to see this without having to go and ask the accountants of each subsidiary the same question. Give me your P&L, then consolidate that. No, you can just have it there through the system. All right. Now, what are the key features in NetSuite from our point of view in TrustAngle? Yeah, but from our point of view in TrustAngle, that deemed worthy of to consider NetSuite one of the building stones or the building solutions for digital transformations. First of all, it's native to the cloud. I don't know if other ERPs managed to do this from the very beginning. Maybe recent ones did, but the old ones that are competing with NetSuite were not native to the cloud. They all had the infrastructure based on premise. Then they wanted to migrate to the cloud, and they had the need. They needed to migrate to the cloud. It became a thing. So NetSuite is native to the cloud. It was born on the cloud. So that's a big plus for me, because you will not find the gimmicks of someone who had to migrate to a cloud with the core of an on-premise infrastructure. NetSuite, no, they were there from day one. They had that clear strategy to have everything on the cloud. They don't even offer on-premise tenant for people to use NetSuite. So if you're looking for an on-premise ERP, NetSuite is not the one. Look somewhere else. Okay. Although this is a big plus for digital transformations because it helps you integrate quickly, which is the third point, integration capabilities. NetSuite is number one integratable ERP in the world. Okay, why is this important? Because you cannot have you cannot have all of your business processes within one system. You need to integrate. Another point, the current integration going through with Zatka, the e-invoice integration. That integration is a must today, and it's part of the digital transformation, by the way, for the company and for the government to streamline and ease the tax reporting between the two parties, either a company or an organization in the Kingdom of Saudi, and also Zatka itself, which is the tax regulatory here in the kingdom. Okay, it comes ready with best practices already built in. There is a methodology in NetSuite called Suite Success, coming in with the best practices in finance, coming in with the best practices of purchasing and the procurement cycle and the supply chain. And that's a quick win for you, just to be able to have a system that's already guiding you with the ability to be able to customize. I wouldn't say even customize, configure your processes, which is workflows, roles, maybe adding custom records to fit the your business process, right? Then scalability, the last one. Scalability is a big one for me. Your needs today are different, could be less or more, I'm not sure, but usually it's less than your needs after 1 year, and after 3 years, and after 6 years, right? So NetSuite is scalable in a way. You could just scale to the next level when it's needed. You don't have to purchase everything from day one. That's cost effective and also efficient for you. Okay, today I want to start with finance and sales and procurement. Great, do it. Achieve your journey. Start there. Then tomorrow I want to add on the projects management. After that, I want to add on demand planning, for example. And after that, I would like to add, and let's say, quality management, and so on and so on and so on. All of these puzzles can be blocked in whenever is needed. You can scale. Now you could downgrade, but it's really rare that happens. But that also something could happen, right? Also, NetSuite could help you with that. So this is all for the key features from my point of view of digital transformation with NetSuite. Now, why would you go in? Why would you implement NetSuite with Trust Angle, right? That's a question here. When you go and implement NetSuite with Trust Angle, I'll just give you a couple of hints. Maybe it will be helpful for you. Now, the first one is only NetSuite solution provider in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Trust Angle today, we started with NetSuite like 7 years ago or 8 years ago. Trust Angle today is the only solution provider here in the region. We are not the only ones who are doing its implementation, because there is a sorry, there is a different kind of implementation partners of NetSuite, Oracle NetSuite, called Alliance Partners. They're amazing, they're great, but they're not solution partners. We are the only solution partner here, solution provider here, where we could pull our own weight, where we could do customizations on the product if needed, where we could build apps on top of that product, and also do integrations. So if you really want to go for a digital transformation, find yourself a solution provider with NetSuite to help you get there. Second part, which is really fascinating when you think about it, it's we have a multicultural team. Each company has different kind of employees, different culture, and different kind of culture and thinking. This helped us achieve them faster, because when you and I think the same way, when you and I somehow culturally similar, we will be able to get there faster, right? Because what happens? What is the most reason or the biggest reason for failure in most of the projects. This is a project at the end of the day, digital transformation with Trust Angle or whoever, it's a project, right? Communication. If you drill it down, it goes down to the culture. My culture is different than your culture, right? So we will not be able to communicate efficiently. I will not be able to understand what you mean by saying that because different cultures. The third one is, alhamdulillah, Trust Angle managed to do more than 100 NetSuite ERP implementations in the past 6-7 years, and it's successful ones. I didn't even count. Yes, we do have failure stories. I'm not gonna lie, but those are the successful ones. Really important because you're going in with a solution provider and a partner who knows how to work with the NetSuite, how to work with different industries. Manufacturing industry, we had the pleasure to work on it. F&B, we had the pleasure to work on it. Retail, e-commerce, even to the investment and fintech sectors, we managed to do implementations with them. So Trust Angle has a wide array of industry know-how, alhamdulillah, and the team here could support you to take you to the next level in terms of industry know-how. Value and success driven. Our culture here, or at least this is the DNA of Trust Angle, is we look at problems and think of solutions. We just don't just, oh, it's a problem, we cannot move on. We need to solve a problem. We will take your problems seriously and we will try to find a solution. Sometimes we will go out of our way to solve this problem by going to, which is the last value of going with Trust Angle is by going out of our way and find a partner for you to help you in this issue, to fix this issue and automate this problem or find a way to go with a better solution in place. Okay. So the last one is a wide network of local and international partners. Trust Angle have over, I believe it's over 80 partnerships worldwide and here in the kingdom. And this network helps us and helps you as a customer, which is an embedded value of going with Trust Angle, to solve problems that you didn't know it were solved by someone else, right? So this is why I have to go with Trust. You don't have to go with Trust Angle, but this is why it would be nice to go with Trust Angle, and this is the values that Trust Angle brings in when you work with them. All right. Now, next slide. Oh, we are at the end of our presentation. We'll open the mic for any questions if you have any. I don't know how I'm gonna get it.
Thank
But
you, Abdullah. Thank you so much for your informative and great presentation. Abdullah, we do have a question here from Mr. Ahmad Shanti.
yeah,
Does NetSuite have a connector with Oracle Symphony POS?
there is, yes, it is. It has to be built, but it can be connected. Does it have a current connector? I don't know if you mean by a connector. If it's built by NetSuite, I wouldn't know. Maybe you could check the marketplace. Although,
Abdullah, I
yes, we
think
can build that for you.
let me interrupt here. I think we can do the connect with
Yes, we
from
can do the
NetSuite,
connect.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I need.
with our solution, Reachware.
Yes, you're right. We could do that, but the
Yeah.
question could be, does NetSuite have a direct connection with Symfony? If that's the answer, I wouldn't know on. If that's the question, I wouldn't know. You have to go in and look at it at the marketplace. Although
Yeah.
we did build this integration with Reachware. It's one of our companies. So
Okay.
perhaps
He's
if you could send an
saying,
email to show you that.
yeah, sure. He's saying, Mr. Ahmad is saying, if yes, send me the connector features you build.
Sure. I'll leave this up with you, Mona. Direct
Okay.
this to the pre-sales team.
Okay. Uh, does anyone have any question? I believe we cannot open the voice, right? We cannot open the voice. It's only they can write. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So far, it's only one question.
Yeah.
Should we give people a couple of minutes? If anyone is writing his question or
Yes.
wants to ask other questions, we're here to answer it. Other than that, thank you for your time.
Okay. I think that's it. That's it. Let's end this session, Abdullah, and our team will be in contact with everyone from the registers people to check if they have any interest in NetSuite or any other solution that we are selling.
Yes. So come with us with a problem. Don't choose a solution. We will bring the solution for you. All right? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mona. Thank you, everybody. Take
Thank
care.
you, Abdullah. Have a beautiful day. Bye.